Hello everyone and welcome to this, review of a locomotive for Train Simulator, a locomotive add-on for Train Simulator. This is also my first video under the name Louisiana Highball Productions, which I feel like is a more professional name for a YouTube channel rather than my old one. So, without further ado, let's get on with this review of a locomotive pack for Train Simulator 2017. It is the Saints, the GWR Saints. This was released a few months back. It's not a very new DLC. It may have been released as a Train Simulator 2016 DLC. I can't quite remember. It's by Victory Works. In the pack, you get the GWR Saint in a few different GWR liveries, a few different variants of the liveries. And you also get these TPO coaches, a sorting coach and a Western Mail coach, which I'm sure it's supposed to say Royal Mail, but they couldn't get the branding for it, so it's Western Mail. I think. Don't quote me on that. You also get the chocolate and cream. Is it chocolate and cream? Yeah. Call it coaches for the mail train to pull. So let's go check out the locomotives and see what you get on this locomotive detail-wise. Starting at the front, you can see we have a very detailed buffer beam and front bogie. All 3D modeled rivets, everything. I'm sure the poly count on this model is quite high, but that's no problem for me. You've got the different colored, what is this called again? I can't remember. Thingy on the front. Everything looks like it's modeled as per the prototypical. In this pack, you also get two different variants of the frames. You get the square frame and the curved frame. This is the curved frame version. And this livery is, this is just a regular GWR livery with the orange and black lining around the locomotive and tender. Some of them, they don't have them on the lining around the tender, so got that. This version also has the screw, rather than the lever reverser, whatever. These models are very high quality. The sounds on them are pretty good. I've had lots of fun, and the TPO, if you're wondering, it does work. I may edit in a clip of them working right now. Also, you can buy as a separate purchase, I don't quite remember how much it is, a different livery pack, which gives you the BR Green Saint and the BR Black Saint. My favorite's the BR Black. I just think it looks really clever on the Saints. I don't know. A lot of people probably don't like the black, probably think it's bland, but I really like it. It's probably my favorite out of all of these. You also get different colored mail coaches to go with it. You get the maroon Western Mail coaches, the Express Mail red, or I think it is, coaches, and you get BR blue Western Mail coaches, which all I believe all exist in real life, so, or existed at one point. They don't use TPOs anymore. They do have a mail train. It's a converted EMU, but it's not the same thing. So why don't we take one of these for a spin? Give you a nice shot of how these things look. All the nice rivets, the nice extra lamps, the nameplates. It has a customizable numbering system. You can change the number of the locomotive, which will then change the name according to what you want. They do have internal animated valve gear and motion and whatever, but it's not complete. It's just the bare minimum. What you kind of see as the locomotive is going through. There's just not much of a gap where you could see the inside mechanism working, so it's not a big deal. All this looks really good whenever it's moving. Also with the BR versions, you get the different front smoke box door. So with the BR versions, you get the number and the shed code on the front, which is very nice touch. So let's click on one of these and take it for a little bit of a spin. Let's hop into the cab and check out the detail in the cab. And as you can see, the detail in the cab is quite good. The fire is also quite nicely modeled. If I do F4, there we go. Yeah, that's a really nice fire. Really nice and glowing. Presumably these will start off at the ideal fire mass, so I imagine I'd want to keep it up around just right up to the second row of rivets right here. So I'll try to remember that. This one, as you can see, has the... Which one has the lever? Does this one have the lever? No, these all have the screw. So, I really wish I would have put one with the lever. Let's get on our driving position. These also come in these are advanced locomotives. If you don't know, they have advanced whatevers. So you need to know a little bit about driving them. You can also put them in a legacy mode, and there is also an advanced mode. So if you're not comfortable driving it in advanced mode, you can switch it to legacy mode and drive it without that. But I prefer to drive it in advanced mode. Let's get the brakes releasing. This also has a locking close regulator real quick. This also has a locking reverse handle, so if you want to, you can press the E key in advanced mode to unlock the reverser and then turn it, which is very nice. The tenders are also very nicely modeled. Very nicely modeled wheels, buffer beams, nameplate, well, information plates, I guess you could say. That's kind of clear. Text on that could be a little bit better, but I can say it says Great Western Swindon Works 1916 Railway Company. So Great Western Railway Company, Swindon Works 1916. Just goes to show how old these locomotives are, built in 1916. I must say I don't know very much about the class, many of their specs. I know that these were later developed on into the Grange. It was the Grange, the Manors, and the Hall classes. So all those classes came from this one class, the Saints. They were rebuilt into the Granges, the Manors, and the Halls. So you can thank this locomotive for probably some of the best Great Western locomotives, like the Hall, which I think are very nice locomotives. Let's get this thing rolling. They also have a two-tone whistle, which means you have a low tone and a high tone whistle, or you could press them both down and have a really nice sound to it as well. I should be able to shut the cylinder cocks now. Let me make sure the switches are set correctly. Where am I at? Center button. I say center. I know it's center. I'm just a little bit stupid sometimes, so forgive me, please. Bring to a stop up here. About right here. slowly comes to a stop right there. We'll set the points to go back. This is just a short little quick drive scenario I made just to demonstrate the different locomotives that you get in the pack, or the two different packs, because this one comes with a separate pack. Let's get that turned back around. It looks like, yeah, there's a little bit of a glitch in the animation right there, if you can see it. Do it again? Yeah, see, look, a little bit of a glitch. I'm not too bothered by that. So, this thing turned back around. I know I should have it set to a light engine lamp code, but I'm not going to. Coming up on these coaches, so I'm going to slow it down. Didn't need to slow it down that much. Whoops. There we go. Ease her back a little bit. There we go. That should be enough to push us into those coaches, so we'll be fine. Next to us is that beautiful Great Western green Saint with red lamps. You can get them in red lamped and white lamped variants. Bring it back just a little bit more. That'll be good right there. I'll go ahead and go in here and click the coupling, get the couple up, put the brakes on so it don't roll away. Put the reverser into the forward position, release lock, take off the brakes using the handle and the large ejector. The brakes have released. We will turn off the large ejector. And I believe we should be set to go. For some reason the dampers do this. They are open, but they just don't like working. Yeah, they act weird. This does also have a flap on the firebox for going to tunnels. I don't know if it works or not, but it is a nice little detail. It does cast a really nice shadow. So we'll go ahead and close that. We need to have it open right now. So the fire mass at 1,016 pounds. Presumably the ideal fire mass would probably be around, I'd say 1,020, 1,025. Somewhere around there. And that's just me making a guess. I can't really back that up by any fact. This locomotive does feature a working speedometer. I know it's working, I've tested that before. It also comes with the ATC acknowledgement, which you press this and acknowledge it. You can also use that using the Q key, which is really nice. So, let's get the point set. They're usually set around this part, I believe. Just yeah, I think that's right. I'm sure that's what you want to hear a train driver say. Yeah, that's about right. I don't think we'll crash like that. We'll be fine. That's it. Okay, now we are set to go to Newton Abbott. So, let's get started. Forward position, brakes are off. Let's get going. That was a nice little audio sample for you. The sounds of this locomotive. As we hear, they're very nice. Very nicely done. I think we should chuck some fire on there. Some fire, some coal. Just gonna leave that all the way down for now. I'm sure it'll be fine. Gonna put the reverser back to throttle back to maybe about right there. We're still losing pressure, so maybe put that back to about right there. This does have realistic firing, as you can see, which each sound of the shovel scooping coal, the fire mass will go up a little bit at a time. You can see it right there happening in the corner if I had my cursor showing, but I don't. But you can see right there next to fire mass it says 1,087 pounds. It's going up a little bit at a time. So we're now gaining pressure, so I think we can stop shoveling coal. Reset the firebox board. Okay, maybe we can. There we go. So if that works like that, then it means we probably could just put this down. It should start, yeah, automatically firing. Use this to control the amount of fire you want, the amount of coal you want to put there at a time. All the way down is as much coal as possible, and then all the way up is no coal at all. So keep that in mind. Just gonna pull up the F3 right here so you can get a better idea of what I'm doing. There we go. So now we should be gaining a little bit more pressure. And we are not. So we'll just keep on putting in some coal. Comes blasting through the station at almost 70 miles per hour. Speed limit is 75. There we go, we're gaining pressure now. I'm going to put some water in the boiler. So I'm going to use this side. There we go. Okay, the water starts pouring. You then use, I believe it's this one. No, it's this one, I believe. And water should start going into the boiler. Yep, it's going in the boiler, so we're fine. It won't explode, I don't think. Sure hope not. A little bit of a lag spike as the game pulls in another tile of scenery. No big deal. I've become accustomed to it playing Train Simulator. The injector sounds on this locomotive are a bit weird. It's one of the little complaints I have about this pack. Why is it taking me into here? I did not tell you to do that. I know I set this point correctly, so why is it taking me into that siding? No big deal. Okay, this might be a big deal. Nah, it's all good. You may be wondering, what physics? And so am I. Okay, speed limit's about to drop back down to 60. It's not really the desired amount of water. Steam heating. There we go, now we're putting in water correctly. It's really going up now. Let me get slowed down before you go into these tunnels. So now we are passing through the famous Dawlish Station. Slowing down a bit too much. Shut that. Shut. Shut. Thank you. Shut that, because bad things happen whenever you go into tunnels and steam locomotives with the firebox door open. That was a little bit of a nice sound sample. Okay, so let's cut back on the throttle a bit. We are definitely overspeeding. Let me just make sure the points haven't reset themselves. Player. And they have definitely reset themselves. Stop it! I don't know why they do that in Cranium. It has a specific path that it's going to take, and it's going to take it no matter how much pain it causes you. Which may be a lot, so I'm going to slow down. Oh yeah, nice little bit of a jolt here. Yeah, definitely a bit of a jolt. So there we go. Back down. Shut that off. And keep going. I still don't know if I'm quite putting in water correctly. I'm pretty sure I am. But if I'm not, please correct me in the comments. My engine's not exploding, so I'm obviously not failing too badly. I'm putting water before it. Fireman is becoming tired and cannot shovel as quickly. Well, he's not shoveling, so I don't know why he's tired. Someone should probably fire him. He's not very good at his job. Speedometer's not going to screw me over even more. It'll try, but will it succeed? So after this bridge, we'll start our approach into Dawlish Station. I mean, not Dawlish, Newton Abbott Station. We probably need to start braking right after this little, I don't know what you'd call this up here. Thingy. Yeah, that's the technical term for it. Thingy. Got plenty of water in the boiler now. I think we can shut this one off. Shut this one. There we go. Check the points. See where it's going to take us. Lag the bike as we're coming into Dawlish Station. I'm going to take us into this platform where we will stop, and I'll give my final thoughts on the GWR Saints for Train Simulator. Okay, it just changed its points on me. What are you going to do? Jesus Christ. This is very scary. What? Train Simulator, why must you cause me this pain? So where are you trying to bring me now? Okay, you're still going to bring me into here, so that's fine. Why does it do that? That is scary. I don't like that at all. Okay, here we are coming into Newton Abbott. Going to put the small ejector on. We'll start slowly making our way into this station. Okay. Looks as though we're all the way in the station, so you're going to stop up here. And there we are, stopped. So let's just shut the dampers, put the reverser to the 0 position. There we go, reverser in the 0 position, make sure that's all the way shut. And there we go. So, my thoughts on the GWR Saint by Victory Works. It's a very nice locomotive, very fun to drive, very well detailed. There's just detail everywhere, as you can see. You know, most things are clickable. There's your handbrake there, your shovel there. You've got a working water scoop. It's completely compatible with the Riviera line in the 50s water troughs. It comes with, I believe, 3 or 4 scenarios. I don't know. Got interchangeable head codes. As you can see, you can use Control H and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. I don't know if you can put head codes on this. I haven't tried yet. Maybe you can. No, I don't think you can. Maybe it's Control Shift and then the 1, 2, 3. Control Shift H, 1, 2, 3. Shift H, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I believe that's all I've got to say about the Saint. If you want to go out and get it, I recommend it. I'm pretty sure anyone else who's used the pack would recommend it. It's the first working TPO for Train Simulator, so it's really got some cool new features on it. The guy at Victory Works did a fantastic job on modeling this locomotive, and it really just blew me away with its sounds and detail, and the animation of everything is really nice. The content that comes with the pack is really nice, with a lot of nice variety. And the add-on pack, if you're going to get the TPO pack, you might as well get the livery add-on because they work really well together, and you might as well just buy both if you're going to buy one. So that's all for this video. Make sure you like if you like this video, dislike if you dislike. If you have something to say about the way to drive a steam locomotive, I don't care, but you can leave it in the comments. No, but if I was doing something wrong, go ahead and tell me. I don't think I did anything wrong, though. There's a massive hole in the floor over there. And also, don't forget to subscribe to Louisiana Highball Productions for more content like this. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.